But now I want to talk about how we're going to get the funds to make this happen. We have
Mm.
a Patreon page, we have a GoFundMe page, and people can contact us at the Clint Podcast at gmail.com. But Clint, since you and I have been doing this for a while, who are the founders of the Clint Initiative podcast? Who will those folks be?
Those folks shall be you, our people out there, our which we're going to call our equity funding. Am I-
Right. The equity funding comes later, right? The way it works is we have Patreon
and Patreon.
and we have GoFundMe. Our founders are going to be the first people who invest in creating the quality entertainment that we're going to offer. Those are going to be our founders. Those are going to be the first 100 people who invest in us being able to continue to do the show and being able to produce quality content. Our inner circle are going to be folks that come after that first 100. And as we get more people, the founder circle will remain that 100, and our inner circle can grow to any number that we want. And the whole goal is to raise funds so that we can do the sketch show, so that we can do this show, so that we can then do our short films and our feature films. So that's our goal through Patreon and GoFundMe, to raise the funds to be able to do our productions, so that instead of the sponsor being Cycle Forward Films, the sponsor can be the people who watch the show and the people who believe in what we're going to try to do. The equity crowdfunding is the best part, because as we start to produce our feature films and we release them in movie theaters, any profit that we make, our equity crowdfunders get a portion of the proceeds first. Before anyone else gets paid, our equity crowdfunders get paid. So not only do they get to invest in what we do and help us grow, they get to actually um, profit from it. They get to actually, our art will not only enrich us, our art will also enrich them. So that's what our founders and our inner circle is about. And the equity crowdfunding kicks in once we've actually been able to do the sketch show and we're able to find the talent. And once we find the talent, short films and feature films and film festivals, that is the next step. So, Katie, what did you think of that?
Um, I mean, it's a process. We gonna get there though. So, I
Yeah,
mean, it's just about promoting. I think if we promote as much as we can and try to just keep the, how do I say that the right word? I'm trying to look for the right in English. Como tener consistencia, like to have the same consistency of
absolutely.
continuing to push us out there and keep the podcast going at the same time. Just it, like you said, it's gonna take work, but I think that is a great plan, because then those people are not gonna feel like they're just investing for nothing, and there is an outcome that they can look forward to, like a goal. So it would be very.
And it all starts with this podcast. This podcast is the seed from which everything else will grow. This
Mm.
podcast is going to be a way for us to expose people to our Bible bracket, to the things that we want to produce. If they have a particular interest in something, they can actually donate specifically to making that come to life on a sketch show, contribute to making that come to life as a short film. So it all starts with this podcast. And it all starts with people contacting us at the Clint Podcast at gmail.com, because then we get to hear their thoughts. And then if they even wanted to come on the show to give their thoughts, especially on days like this, when Jamel is a working actor, Clint is a working actor, Katie, you're a working actor. So when you guys are out there working and making your way in the world, doing those auditions that you'll never have to do with the Clint Initiative podcast, having those callbacks that you'll never have to do with the Clint Initiative podcast, but going out and doing the work, the hard work, and showing the excellence that we have already just with us, that's what we're all about. And the people in our founders and inner circle, they will recognize that.